Hello everyone, welcome back to the Spyro the Dragon Let's Play series reignited version. Something I forgot to mention last episode is the beard. It's a lot shorter now, isn't it? Why would that be, you might ask? It's called a razor. And I looked in the mirror and I had like an appointment a couple of days ago. Looked in the mirror, I was like, yeah, probably don't go looking like you're homeless. That might not be a bad idea to just like have a shave. I talked about this on a recent Final Fantasy stream as of me recording this. It's the first one. As of this being uploaded, it's probably the third one is going to be close to happening, I guess. But I don't shave that often because I work from home and frankly, I like the beard. Even though it doesn't always look very like professional to certain people, I do like it. So I tend to shave like once every month and a half when it just becomes very necessary. When I have trouble like drinking stuff without things getting stuck in there or eating stuff, obviously it needs to get shorter. But like to this point, I only do it like once every 2 or so months, maybe a month and a half, like I said, because I like the beard, and I think frankly it looks better with the beard, and with it I mean my face, because you can see less of my face. It looks better, and that's also why I have the long hair, because it covers up a part of the sides of my face. That's my strategy for not being ugly, is just making sure that people can see as little of my face as possible. And hopefully that works out. Hopefully people find me more attractive because they can't see me. That's not something you really want to say usually, but hey, if it's a strategy and it works, I'm probably going to lose this speedway attempt, by the way, because frick if I know. I mean, these planes do give you 3 seconds each, but I did miss one of the planes, which is going to come back to bite me in the butt, I'm fairly sure, because right now I'm flying away from where the planes are to begin with. So unless there's a plane that's literally going to cross my path within the next like 5 seconds, which could be the yes, I made it. Never mind, with a second and a half left. Pretty much, I'm a pro. Again, you can't see the things because the depth of field thing included with the shaders mod. I much prefer not being able to read this stuff, which nobody cares about anyway, and then having a slightly better looking gameplay experience overall. Because I really do think the depth of field adds something. And again, it's how I imagined a Spyro like remake, reignited trilogy to look like, and it got close. It got real damn close. Other than, of course, the Spyro skin I'm using. That's not something I expect out of the official Spyro developers and games. Then I played The Legend of Spyro. I've actually never played The Legend of Spyro. I probably should. Would you guys be interested in like a playthrough of that sometime? Because they're all very bad games. I mean, the third game is the least bad, I suppose. People say it's actually decent, but I think that's just because their opinion has been skewed by playing 2 actually horrible games. And seeing as how Nuzlocke work fairly well, and I think the reason Nuzlocke, and it might be pessimistic, but I think the reason Nuzlocke work so well is because, frankly, it's fun to see people not have fun. That's pretty much what it's going for, right? It's fun to see people like have a hard time, and well, Nuzlocke have a second part to it. I think like seeing people suffer, for lack of a better explanation, is definitely part of what makes Nuzlocke so appealing. But I also think Nuzlocke are small story creation tools, right? Because you kind of build stories and relationships with the Pokemon on your team, and a playthrough of just a bad game, obviously, hey Altair, you gotta be an assassin, obviously wouldn't have that. So it's slightly different, but I do still think that maybe that says more about me than anything else. But I think people like to see Let's Players suffer a little bit. Again, maybe I'm just being pessimistic. Fairly sure I'm actually just being fairly pessimistic and maybe like a little sadistic actually, because that's what I like in Nuzlocke. I like it when people make mistakes and things happen that like kill a Pokemon. I enjoy that just because it's funny, frankly. Also, that is how easy the boss fight here is. It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. And again, as I stated, Blowhard, very short level. So we're making our way to Beast Makers now. And we're going to do at least the homeworld and probably the speedway there as well. This is going to be a very speedy episode, I feel. Let's go to Beastmakers. Also, I figured out that if I choose stay here and I talk to him again, I can actually go to the different homeworlds if I want to. Which I did want to, because the overlay thing, I need to take screenshots, which I am now doing. I didn't do for Blowhard. God damn it. Okay. Because it was so easy, it was just last gem, exit portal's right there. I forgot that I needed to take a screenshot. I'll go back after the recording. I'll go back. It's alright. Okay, so this is probably my favorite homeworld, I want to say, in this game, because just I like the atmosphere. I really do. I think originally this liquid was green, which suited the atmosphere here a little bit more, gonna be honest. And I also like the electric trap thing going on here. Is it a easy one to complete? Not necessarily. I think this might be one of the more tricky homeworlds. The homeworld after this, by the way, I don't know its name off the top of my head. Gonna be honest with you. That one is definitely my favorite, because you'll see when we get to that in a couple of episodes time, actually. There's a lot of like neat stuff happening there, which I appreciate a lot. I appreciate this because it's like dark and a little bit moody, right? And I like that. That's pretty much the reason I like Rayman 2 as a game. That's actually a very good comparison now that I think about it. This homeworld is a lot like... I didn't see that coming. At all. But this homeworld is a lot like Rayman 2 in atmosphere and just general feeling. And the next homeworld is actually quite a lot like Rayman 3. Huh. I never really thought about that. Both games, by the way, released after Spyro the Dragon, I'm fairly sure. So, no like rip-off claims here. But, well, I mean, theoretically, it could be a rip-off the other way around, right? I meant no rip-offs from Spyro to... Oh, that's the flight stage. That's tucked away neatly. I meant Spyro didn't rip off Rayman. Theoretically, it could be possible that they ripped off Spyro, but... No, they just didn't. Also, having like a dark and moody feel, or like a fairy type magical feel, is not something you can really like claim to have. It's just that's something that's very broad, isn't it? So saying that as a rip-off, I don't know. It's just I don't think you understand what creativity is at that point. Which brings me to another topic, because yesterday I took a day off. I had a friend over here. And yesterday for me, it's like been a week and a half since that happened when you guys are watching this. But and I was like, did you bring your laptop? Because I do have a PC, but it's like in my room, and it's not a very like nice place to hang out the entire day. So I prefer to hang out in the living room. But I don't have a laptop. I'm not gonna bring my PC down. It's like, I didn't bring my laptop. And, well, that was a bit of a bummer. So I took my PlayStation 4 down, and we played some Crash Team Racing, which was a lot of fun. Then we played some other racing game, which is very arcadey, but was a lot of fun as well. But damn, Crash Team Racing, if you play local multiplayer, the input delay becomes horrible. It's just, I was doing so badly, I couldn't make a fucking drift or jump for the life of me. And usually I'm drifting and jumping all over the place in that game. To the point where at least on medium difficulty AI, I pretty much, unless it's a very short course, I end up lapping at least one of the other drivers. And I didn't end up lapping anybody because, man, it just didn't work out. The input delay really fucked with my end. I'd give him an advantage because he didn't know the game whatsoever. So, learning the controls with input delay, you don't know there's input delay because you don't know what it's supposed to feel like, right? So, how many gems do we have left? Only 3. But where are they? Is the real question. The other side of this pyramid thing, maybe? Oh, they're right over there. So we played that for a little while, and then we still have quite a lot of time left in this episode. Are we going to do the flight level, or are we going to do a level? We're gonna do the flight level, because I'm feeling like that might take a whole minute. So, and the levels in here are all fairly lengthy as it is. So let's just do the flight level and maybe have a little bit of a shorter episode. And then we played Sniper Elite, because I had it on my PlayStation, because I have PlayStation Plus. I got PlayStation Plus because I wanted to play Crash Team Racing online before microtransactions became a thing, and I was like, no. Bad developers, don't do that. But now I get 2 free games every month, and oh, I like this one. I like this flight level. But I still get 2 free games a month, like The Last of Us Remastered, which I just got, which I think I might play after Final Fantasy X on stream, maybe. No promises, but at the moment I'm kind of feeling like it. But I never played Sniper Elite. I know my friend had Sniper Elite 3 on his PlayStation, and I watched him play it when I was at his place one time. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that game. Let me download it, because it seemed like a lot of fun. And yesterday when he was over, he's like, oh yeah, you've got Sniper Elite 4, let's play that for a little bit. And I played a level, and then he played a couple of levels, and I'm definitely going to be playing more of that game, because it was very entertaining. It, in a sense, is kind of what I want Assassin's Creed to be. But instead of a sniper rifle, I want to have a bow and arrow. Right? So if you have Sniper Elite with a bow and arrow, and like throwing knife and that kind of stuff, that is pretty much what I want out of Assassin's Creed. And not what Assassin's Creed actually is. So Sniper Elite, I can compromise. I can take a sniper rifle if the gameplay is good. And I'm definitely going to be playing a little bit more of that. And am I going to be playing that on stream? Probably not. Because, one, if I'm asking you guys for your opinion, I'm going to have to wait like a week for the answer. Because I'm recording this in advance. Partly because I'm going on a vacation soon for like half a week. And I want to have an even bigger buffer than I usually do for that. Because when I come back, I'm probably not going to get back into recording right away. So I want to have like a 2-week buffer. It's a whole thing. I'm definitely not doing this in the right order, by the way. Because I might be. Come on, fuck! As a matter of fact, this might actually go up around the time that I am not home. I don't know what date this actually will go up, but today is, I think, the 20th of October as I'm recording this. Is that right? That does seem right. And this should go up on like the 26th, 27th, I think. Something along those lines. So let's just retry this right away, because this just went horrible. Really, I'm trying to die here. And I'm not gonna be I'm gonna be on vacation like October, not October, November. I wanna say 7th through 9th? I don't know the date off the top of my head. I've got them noted on my calendar, obviously. That's another thing. I'm all over the place in today's episode, but I want to talk about a lot of things. I used to not use, like, calendars whatsoever. I just remembered shit. But at a certain point, there was just too much shit to remember, and I started using a calendar. And now I don't remember anything. Now I need a calendar for everything. It's like, I don't even remember... If you have like a scale from percentage, not even percentage, it's a points. Like I have to remember 3 things for the next 2 days. I could do that. I could definitely do that. But now I usually need to remember like 5 things in the same time period, and for that I need a calendar. But because I've gotten used to using a calendar and just looking at that, I can't even remember the things that I could originally remember. So if I now have 3 things that I need to remember in the next 2 days, I need to write it down, because otherwise I'll just forget. My brain has degraded. I suppose that's kind of what it... Okay, so there's still a boat left somewhere. That's not good for me. It's very not good for me, as a matter of fact. That's pretty bad, actually. We still have quite a bit of time left there, so I might be fine. Do I still... There is some more planes around here somewhere, but I can't see them. And I don't even know where the... Oh, okay, yeah, that's the plane. And, oh, I do have a lot of time left. I did very well in this run. I mean... sorry I didn't, because there's 2 more planes left, apparently. Okay, so I'm definitely not gonna make this one. At least I got the final fucking boat. And I'm missing 1 plane. So as I said, this speedway is probably going to take me quite a while. And what do you know? It is. Oh, let's try that again. Probably because I'm also not paying attention, because I'm talking about freaking calendars. That might be part of the issue here, I'm gonna be honest. But also, I'm now just plotting out a route which will just work, which I didn't have before. And that's a real important part of the speedway thing, right? Just taking the right order of things. It's did I take that boat or not? I think I did, because I'm seeing boat icons. But I also am still missing 1. Okay, there we go, there we go. That's the boats done. So now I just need the planes and the chests. That's the 2nd chest, so I already got 1 of them. Okay, I'm going to concentrate here for a little bit, because I don't want to do this again. I'm having a good run so far. Also, going in the opposite direction of the actual planes helps a lot. Should probably remember to do that a little bit more often. So that's all the chests. And then this should give me all the planes, in theory. And that's that. It's that easy. 25 seconds left! 26 even, almost. I did it in 1 minute and 9 seconds. Holy crap. So, there's definitely not any time left now to do any more levels. So, I'm going to leave it there for today. Again, maybe a bit of a shorter episode. Probably next episode is potentially going to be a little bit of a longer episode. Because, if we're lucky, we can do the entirety of Beastmakers. Because I've done the Speedway, I've done the Homeworld. Then I just need to do like 4 levels. One of which is the boss fight. Which actually in this world, the boss fight is fairly lengthy. And Treetops is fairly lengthy. They're all actually fairly lengthy. So probably going to be 2 episodes regardless. I'll see you all back next time. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed this video, which hopefully you have. Don't forget to join the community Discord, linked down below in the description, to keep up to date with all my newest uploads right when they happen, and just hang out and talk to me and other people and all that kind of good stuff. Until the next time, I'll see you all back then. Bye. Also, probably one... These are the skill points. Kind of forgot that those existed in the reignited trilogy version of this game. Maybe we'll do those? Maybe we will. Probably not. Bye.